Hey everybody, Jeff from Colorado Craft Beef here, part 3 of our What is the USDA talking about? Why is my steak so expensive series. Let's look right below me here. Look at the weekly estimated beef production. This is 2020, last week of February 2020. Look at the live weight. Live weight, 1,351 pounds on 581,000 cattle harvested, and an average dressed weight, which is the hot carcass weight, HCW, depending on which nomenclature you're using, of 809 pounds. Everybody talks about cattle numbers. Let's look at cattle sizing, because when you start adding pounds to 500,000 or more cattle per week, that number gets a little more fuzzy. All right, randomly, we grabbed the last week of February 2024, 614,000 harvested cattle, 1,377 average pounds on weight, dressed weight of 827, up from 807 just 4 years before. You wouldn't think 20 pounds starts to matter, but it really does. And last but not least, let's look at the last week of February of 2026. Look at those numbers. We harvested 569,000 head at an average weight of 1435 live with a dressed carcass weight of 870. From 807 just 6 years before. Why is that? Well, the market pays for pounds. Cattle are bigger. They're yielding more. The big four, when they harvest cattle, like pounds. Pounds are weight. Weight is money. But more importantly, when people start talking about the number of cattle we have and why that's driving things down, that does play a factor. But we also have to understand that over the last 40 or 50 years, generally speaking, steer carcasses have gotten bigger by 5 pounds per year across the board, and heifer carcasses are up 6 pounds per year across the board over those same decades. That starts to change the math a lot when we get into the cutout percentages, which is really what we're looking at and how it drives the market.